Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel Voice Ielts PT. So आज का लेक्चर हमारा है IELTS रीडिंग का लिविंग ड्यून्स। ये ऑलरेडी टॉपिक जो IELTS एग्जाम में आ चुका है, तो आज इसको डिस्कशन करेंगे। इसमें क्वेश्चंस जो हैं देखेंगे, लिस्ट ऑफ हेडिंग्स हैं और उसके बाद है कंप्लीट द सेंटेंसेस बिलो एंड देन फाइनली देयर इज कंप्लीट द समरी बिलो। लिस्ट ऑफ हेडिंग का सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट की टिप जो है कि जस्ट रीड द हेडिंग्स देन गो टू द पैसेज, रीड एवरी पैराग्राफ। आपको पहले 1 और 2 लाइन्स में स्टार्टिंग में या एंड ऑफ एनी पैराग्राफ की लास्ट 2 लाइन्स में यू विल गेट द हिंट ऑफ दिस। यू हैव टू रीड इट क्विकली, यू हैव टू मार्क इंपॉर्टेंट पॉइंट्स, keywords, and then you can easily solve the list of headings. So let's start with the first one. 27th क्वेश्चन जो है पैराग्राफ ए है, तो उसकी स्टार्टिंग मैंने मार्क की हुई है। Although no more than a pile of wind blown sand, dunes can roll over trees and buildings, march relentlessly across highways, devour vehicles on its path, and threaten crops and factories in Africa, the Middle East, and China. So something there is given, like threat is given to industries like factories. Factories and industries is the same thing, and it is threatening. मतलब it's causing potential threat that is affecting that part due to the wind blown sand dunes. So इसका आंसर आएगा 4th पार्ट, that is potential threat to industry and communication. Next question बी पैराग्राफ का है। बी पैराग्राफ में डिस्क्रिप्शन दी हुई है, so we will directly go to the answer part. In this B paragraph, there is explanation that there are 2 types of dunes, like crescentic dune, that is called as the Birchen dune, and the another one is the linear dune. The crescentic Birchen dune is the most common type of sands, and you will find the answer here, 10th one, that is the commonest type of dunes. So now moving on to the 3rd paragraph, that is C. In this case, dynamic of dune formation is given. Let's read out. Bagnold noted that a sand dune generally need the following 3 things to form. 3 things are needed. So there are, I think, specific conditions are given how these sand dunes are formed. A large amount of loose sand in an area with little vegetation, usually on a coast or in a dried up river, lake or seabed. This is the first point. Second point is these sand grains are moved with the wind or breeze. Then third is the obstacle, which could be as small as rock or as big as tree, that causes the sand to lose momentum and settle. So when these sand gets settled over there that these sand dunes are formed. So here the answer is third one, need combination of specific conditions. So 3 points are given how the dunes are formed. Moving on to next paragraph D, that is 30th question. So in the end 2 lines there is given the repeating cycle of sand inching up the windward side of the dune crest. When slipping down the dune, slip face allows the dune to inch forward, migrating in the direction of wind blow. So यहाँ पे repeating cycle की बात चल रही है, that's a hint, and in the answer it's given over here 7th one, a continuous cycling process. So this is a continuous cycling process basically. So hint is given over there and 7th is the answer. Next, moving on to E paragraph, and question number is 31. In the first 2 lines there is given depending on the dunes and direction of wind and weight of the local sand, dunes will develop into different shapes and sizes. Here is basically given the shapes and sizes, how the speed and direction of the wind that makes the shapes and sizes of the dunes. So here 31 answer is the first one, shaping and reforming. So it's a clear indication that how the speed and the direction of the wind helps to shape and reform the sand dunes. Next paragraph is F1 and question is 32. In that there is an indication when the 13th century explorer Marco Polo encountered weird and wonderful noises made by desert sand dunes, he attributed them to evil spirits. यहाँ पे इंडिकेशन है evil spirits दिया हुआ है, और क्वेश्चन में यहाँ पे you can find out the answer over here, an old superstition demystified. तो यहाँ इंडिकेशन दे रहा है कि this is related to the evil spirit. So here the answer is 5th one, Moving on to next question, that is the G part, that is paragraph G, and the question is 33. Here, in the first three lines that's given, the group hauled sand back to the laboratory and set it up in a channel with automated pushing plates. The sand still sank, providing that the dune itself was not needed to act as a resonating body for the sound, as some researchers had theorized. So यहाँ पे indication दिया हुआ है जो है the group of scientists and created the same thing over here in the laboratory. That is an experiment is done in the laboratory. So there is an indication it's given over here. Ninth part, that is replicating the process of in the laboratory. Now next part is 34 to 36. Only one word you have to write, and we will directly go to the main point. 34. Dash dune is said to have long ridges that can extend hundreds of miles. So let's find out. Okay, in B paragraph here it's given that unlike crescentic dunes, linear dunes are longer than they are wide. In fact, some are more than 100 miles. Extend 100 miles is same as more than 100 miles. So 34th answer is linear dunes that are longer. Next, 35th is, according to the Bagnold, and dash is needed to stop the sand from moving dune before a dune can form. So we have already studied how the dunes are formed, formation of dunes. We have seen that in C question. Obstacle which could be as small as rock or as big as tree that causes the sand to lose momentum and settle. So अगर कोई obstacle होगा तो the moving sand grains will settle down. They will lose the momentum and they will settle down at that place, and the sand dunes will be formed. So the 35th answer is obstacle. Next 36 questions. Stephanie Dowdy believes that singing of dunes is not spiritual phenomena but purely dash. Okay, so we have studied spiritual phenomena. We have seen here in F part. Here is given Stephanie Dowdy of the French National Research Agency CNRS and his colleagues have been delving deeper into dunes in Morocco, Chile, China, and Oman, and believe they can now explain the exact mechanism behind this acoustic phenomena. So here earlier it was given, we have the indication like when the 13th century explorer Marco Polo, when the 13th century explorer Marco Polo encountered the weird and wonderful noises made by the desert sand dunes, he attributed them to evil spirits. So earlier he thought that noises were due to some evil spirits, but later on, or studying deeper about the dunes, he found the exact mechanism, basically how the sounds are produced. So that is acoustic phenomena. So 36th answer is acoustic. Now 37 to 40 questions are the complete the summary. So we will have to write only one words. Let's study. There are many different types of dunes, two of which are more commonly found in deserts throughout the world. The linear dune. First is the linear dune given, and the dash dune. So indication. This is given in the paragraph B. There are two types of dune. So linear dunes is given below, and above it's given the crescentic birchen dune. Name is given birchen dune. So you have to write down birchen dune. Next, moving on to next part. It's been long known that in some places dunes can even sing, and answer lies in the sand itself. To produce singing sand in lab, all the sands must have similar dash, and the scientists have discovered that the size of the sand can affect dash. So in that part, 38th question answer you will find out in the G paragraph. It's given over here. To make the booming sound means how the sounds are produced. Grain means the sand grains have to be a small range of size. So sand grain ka size hai, that should be small. So in the paragraph it's given all alike in shape. All alike means similar. So here the answer is shape. And later on, and scientists have discovered that the size of the sand can affect the tone of the sound. So later on it's given Dowdy's key discovery was that this synchronized frequency which determines the tone of the sound. So basically when the size of the sand differs, the tone of the sound also varies. So answer 39th is tone. And the last one is, moving on to last question, you will find out the hint over here that but the function of the varnish composed by how this varnish is formed. that is composed of a mixture of minerals. So Dowdy also discovered that the singing grain had some kind of varnish. So he found out that these singing grains, these sand grains, have some kind of varnish or smooth coating of various minerals. So minerals are like silicon, iron, manganese. So directly the hint is given and the answer is mineral. That's all for today. Do like and subscribe my channel and share the videos. That's all for today.